Today we're taking a look at 7.1 on linear equations. You will find that this section is pretty easy overall. It's a review of Algebra 1. And we'll begin with the definition. A linear equation in one variable is an equation in the variable x, and it's linear if it can be written in the form ax plus b is equal to c, where a, b, and c are real numbers with a not equal to 0. Alright, the solution set of an equation is the set of all values of the variable that make the equation true. Equivalent equations are equations that have the same solution set. Alright, addition and multiplication properties. Addition property of equality, the same number may be added to both sides of an equation without changing the solution set. Now, given that subtraction is defined as adding the opposite, this would include subtraction. So we can add the same number to both sides or subtract the same number from both sides. Multiplication property of equality. Both sides of an equation may be multiplied by the same non-zero number without changing the solution set. And again, this includes division because division is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So main thing is we can't divide by 0, so notice non-zero number. The steps for solving a linear equation in one variable. First of all, we suggest that you clear fractions. Now, the way this is done is find the lowest common denominator. Whoops, I got multiple. Lowest common denominator. And multiply everything, every term, let's just say every term on both sides by it. So once we find the LCD, we multiply every term on both sides by it. That clears the fractions. Then we simplify each side of the equation. We isolate the variable terms on one side and the terms without variables on the other side. Then we transform the equation so the coefficient of the variable term is 1, and then we check our answer in the original equation. So pretty simple. And a true equation is an equation that is always true. Another name for this type of equation is identity. That's an equation that's always true. A false equation is an equation that's always false. So in the case of the first one, I have 2 plus 3 equals 5. In the second one, I have 2 plus 3 equals 23. This is a contradiction. And occasionally these will come up in solving. With an identity, the solution set will be all real numbers. And in the case of the false equation, nothing will make it true, so it's the empty set. Most of what we work with in this chapter will be the conditional equation, that it is an equation that's either true or false depending on what number replaces the variable. So 2 plus x equals 5. 3 would make it true, but any other number would make it false. So it's conditional. If you choose a 3, it's true. If you choose something else, it's false. Okay, so as you can see, the lecture is fairly short. It is a review of Algebra 1. Your next step is to watch the sample problems, and I'll work some even numbers from the exercises just to review the process on these.